Hello, friends. For those watching live, we will get started here very soon. If you're watching the replay, you can skip ahead. We're going to let it sit here for just a few minutes and see if we have anybody join. It is 11:51 p.m. Central Standard Time on, when is it? It's Wednesday. So I know that many of my friends are already in bed. It's December 9th, 2020, but I got in some new equipment and I just had to go live so I could talk about it. That's just kind of the way it is. So we will go live here in just a few more minutes, right at about 1 minute in. So all right. Well, hey, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time it might be when you're watching this, whether you're watching live or maybe you're watching the replay. As always, let me know where you're at, where you're watching this from, what state, what city, what part of the world you're in. I wanted to go live and just briefly talk about some new gear that I got, some new video equipment that's going to allow me to go up that next level in the chain, I guess, with regards to the production value, production quality. Talking specifically about a product from a company called Blackmagic Design, and it's the Atem Mini Pro. You can kind of see, where's the box? Right here, Atem Mini Pro. The actual switcher, it's a HDMI switcher slash audio mixer slash recorder slash capture card, a number of things. So I won't go into all those because, for one, I just literally got it today. I've been watching a lot of videos about its capabilities with the anticipation of being able to use it, get my hands on one at some point myself. Now I finally have one. I'm going to make this fairly short. I'm sure this will go almost 30 minutes because I can make almost anything go 30 minutes just based upon, what I know about a product, even if I don't physically have one. But I now have in my possession an Atem Mini Pro. Sorry, my chair just went down. So sorry about that. But yeah, so with the Atem Mini Pro, it allows me to basically do some things that for my StreamYard friends out there, which I'm a StreamYard user myself, they have been asking for things like, hey, can we do fade to black? Can we do picture in picture where we can adjust it however we want it to be, things like that. So a lot of those things you can do with the Atem Mini Pro, and it's really a perfect match made in heaven, if you will, with the capabilities of StreamYard, which you just saw me turn on one of the overlays that I've created with a Christmas theme. So we got our little Santa Claus, and we've got the penguin over there, and you notice I've got some links. So this is going to be really interesting. I think a really interesting video for those of you that are using StreamYard. And this is obviously an added expense. The Atem Mini Pro is $595. That's the best price I've seen it. It pretty much doesn't go on sale. If anything, during the kind of the peak of the pandemic, it was actually impossible to get, and there were probably a lot of them being sold on the secondary market for over retail price. So excuse me, got something in my eye. So at just the way lives go, you sometimes cough, you sometimes sneeze, you sometimes get something in your eye. But but with the combination of StreamYard and all of its capabilities and the capabilities of this hardware device, I can do, like I'd mentioned, things like switch from one video source to another. Now, this is not actually so practical, what I'm about to show you, but it does give you some idea of capability. I can actually switch to a second HDMI source. This happens to be a connection to my iPhone 12 Pro Max. I think that's how that's called, but it's the one with the largest screen. And it's pretty dark actually in this room. I've turned off all the lights, and I have a light bouncing off of the wall right above my camera. But so for one, this phone is really good in low light, so this gives you some indication of that. But I only wanted to have something set up so you could see that I could have a second source. That was the quickest way to do that. Now you'll notice that the screen is not filling up the whole screen here on the live, and I need to look into that. You'll also notice that you see all of the controls that you would see if you were actually had the phone in your hands. So we don't have, in this example, a clean HDMI out. We see with a clean HDMI out, you would see only the actual video itself. So I'm going to now fade to black, and I'm going to go back to you seeing me. And with, as you just saw there, you can do fade to black and then fade back in from black into your second video source, third video source, fourth video source, whatever it might be. So I think I mentioned it, but I'm using this. Well, I didn't mention how many. The Atem Mini Pro, well, all of the Atem Minis, I believe they all have this, have two microphone in 3.5 millimeter jacks. And so I've got this into mic 1. And if you're using the Atem control software, it has a mixer. I think it even has an equalizer, a lot of things that you can do from a software perspective. I literally pulled this out of the box, connected it, and now I'm using it. So that's how quick you can be, improving the production quality of your videos. There's a ton more capability with the when you have the software involved. Now, if I go back to the second thing here, earlier it wasn't working because I think I'd done something, but I should actually be able to go and do picture in picture. So I'm going to make one little change here so that it's so that the picture in picture will work. So I'm gonna put it on, and let's see if it actually, there it is. So we've got picture in picture. That's completely in hardware, as you can see here. I can also move that, so I'm going to move that down to here. Can move it over to here and over to here. So you can control with just some buttons on the actual device, move it into 4 different corners. With the software control, you can turn that into, I could make this picture in picture in the shape of a diamond, into a circle. I could reposition where it shows up. I don't know. I don't even know how many options there honestly are. So it's really pretty cool. But I'm going to go back to camera 1 here, and picture in picture's off now. I'm going to go back to full screen so that my laptop screen is not projecting more light than I need. Let me think. What else do I want to share? Yeah, so the one other thing I'll say with regards to picture-in-picture and the Atem Mini, it has the ability with the software control again to create macros to where you can have, in essence, push-button capability where you can record certain things and then with the push of a button execute that again. So imagine that you want a picture-in-picture that's in the shape of a circle, and you want it in the top left, and not only that, you want it to be the video from your input 2. So you can do all that through macros. Again, it's amazingly very, very capable. Now, what I need to experiment with, which I haven't done yet, is I think technically if I switched back over to camera 2, and if this was something like a video of some sort, I'm not going to mess with it right now, but I am going to go back to picture in picture so you can see me. And you'll see my camera was propped up and now it has fallen down. That's how sophisticated I am tonight. With all these capabilities, you're just going to be able to go to that next level. Now, is it worth $595? I think it's worth every penny of $595 if you have it in your budget. If you don't have $595 in your budget, obviously I understand that. I will tell you, it's just always been the way that I've done things. I've always kind of imagined a product that I knew would be able to be the next evolution in what I'm doing, and then just start learning about it before I even have it. So although I can't show you tonight in the time that I have all the capabilities of this device, they are immense. I'll actually use that term because I think they are. You truly have in this device what TV producers for news stations have had, and in some cases still have. In other words, the level of sophistication in this little box. I wish I could show it to you. I will show you here. Let me switch to camera 1. You should be able to get some sense of what it looks like by looking at this. Now, of course, there's some glare from my screen, but that's the little box. You're not going to be able to get a good sense of how big it is because the way this looks in the screen doesn't really do it justice with regards to its size, but it is small. And as you can see, you can't even see the device. It's in front of me and to my right just a little bit, but it is off camera. So it's small enough to be able to use and have off camera. Now, I guess if you got good enough, like, you could remember, where some of the buttons are and not have to look. So I'm trying to do that and feel, and then I was able to switch to camera 2. Now I'm switching back to camera 1. I can go over here. I see I had to look. I can go to fade to black, and then I can go back and fade to black there again. And I'm going to go back one more time to camera 1. So I'm super excited about what this will allow me to do. My next steps are improving my lighting more. I think this actually looks pretty good. It certainly looks good for me based upon what I've evolved from. I have evolved from using the built-in webcam and the built-in microphone and the built-in speaker, if you will, on my laptop to now having three different external mics. So I've got a Rode Wireless Go. It's a great wireless lapel type microphone. It's got a built-in microphone, so you don't have to buy a lavalier. It has a built-in microphone on it. It's small enough that you typically can actually hide that pretty well, and the audio quality is amazing. I've got this microphone right here, and then I've got another. This is the Deity. Got another Deity over here that's off camera that I actually use more often, but this one was easy to just plug right into the Atem, and surprisingly, the audio quality out of this really little microphone is amazing. The cool thing about this microphone right here, and if you're interested, just let me know in the comments, but the cool thing about this microphone is I could use this in an interview situation. It's basically 2 microphones built into one. I only have the one microphone turned on, but it's got a front. You're not going to be able to see that I'm pointing really to the front so easily, other than the fact that you can't see my finger. Front microphone, and then it has a back microphone. So if I have both of those turned on, I can be talking to it, and I can have someone on the other side of me, and imagine doing a interview, or imagine if you're vlogging if you know what that is. Have that attached to my camera. I'm walking, talking, and doing a video. Whether I have to turn the video camera towards me or out facing, maybe I'm out and hiking and I want to show, the audience the mountain I'm about to climb. And then I turn it right back around to me where I've got a lake in the background. So I can just turn the camera, rotate it, and there's going to be a microphone regardless of which direction I turn it. And so you can imagine how much better that's going to be than the quality of the microphone that's built in to your camera. The best of cameras, $3,000, $4,000 video cameras that have a built-in microphone, at their best, they're not anywhere even close to this little microphone right here regarding quality. So I guess one of the other things I'll mention, since we're talking about audio a little bit, if we talk about the order of things that you would want to do to improve your video production quality, would honestly say had I known what I know now, this little microphone was $99, not too bad, $89 for what you can do. I would have gotten this before I actually even got the new video camera that I have, because at least my audio would have been better. Now, the built-in webcam on my laptop, I don't think until you use a quality external video camera. I have a Sony ZV-1, which is a mirrorless camera, and there are a lot of DSLRs out there that are also have high quality video where you can use them as a webcam. Until I got to see the difference for myself, I don't think I fully appreciated how bad, honestly, in comparison, how bad the webcam on your laptop is in comparison. But I didn't let that stop me from doing videos, though. Let's be clear on that. If you go back and look at some of my earliest videos, if you were to compare them to some of these, it would be obvious that something had changed, which has increased the quality. And I will also certainly say what I see on this end sometimes looks better than what is seen on the other end, and that's primarily due to either poor lighting — I've got really good lighting right now — or your internet connection. So actually, one of the other things that you can do for yourself, if you have the ability to upgrade your internet connection to where you can have a better upload speed, if you can get 10 gigabits or 10 megabytes a second, if you could get that or higher, then I would do that. So that's going to make the quality of your video better as well. I live out in a rural area, so have pretty good internet, but when my videos now are not looking so sharp on the other end, the receiver's end, it's because my internet is slow. And so honestly, the other reason that I make videos at night, not only because I'm a night owl, but I think my internet speed is a little bit better at night because, presumably at midnight, there's not as many people on it and using it. So that helps me. I also like the fact that in my office where I do most of my videos, I have a window right next to me, so a lot of sunlight comes in, and I don't have a way to black it out. And this just actually looks better than the light that spills in during the day. So I want to personally improve my lighting. I personally want to improve my sound even more, possibly with some sound blankets. I would like to have at some point in the near future, if possible, another video camera so I can do overhead shots for product reviews, that type of thing. Anyway, of course, the list goes on, right? Especially if you're someone like me that likes tools, that likes technology. there's no end in sight, but we do have to remain practical. So back to that, don't if you're crippled for some reason because you don't think you have the right equipment, literally if you have a cell phone, a smartphone, an iPhone of any type, certainly I don't know as much about Android devices because I've never had one, but I know many of those are very, very capable as well. Start there. So if you're watching this and you haven't if you haven't dived off into the deep end, as they say, and regularly doing videos, regularly going live to promote your business, to promote your service, to promote your whatever it is that you do. Maybe you're part of a nonprofit. I'm involved in nonprofit work as well as a lot of the other things that I do to make a living. So I use all this technology that way as well. And, I'm of the opinion that, in all things that we do, to the extent that we can, to the extent that we have the budget for it, and to the extent that adding some of this equipment actually improves the quality, then by all means, let's do it if we can. Our message and the influence that comes from that message typically is improved, enhanced when the quality of the video is better, when the audio is better, and that medium of video is so powerful. That's why all of the social media platforms are pushing constantly to add different new video capability. Instagram just came out with Reels, Instagram Reels. That's kind of a very similar to TikTok. Instagram already had Instagram Stories, already had Instagram or IGTV. Those were video capable, but Instagram Reels is different in the sense that it's truly, I think, definitely 15 seconds. You might be able to go to 30. I think you can go to 30 seconds if you upload the video, but if you physically go live using the actual camera app, for Instagram Reels, I believe it's only 15 seconds. But I will say, since we're talking about that, the reach, organic reach, in other words, the number of people that will see your video if you do it through Reels right now is pretty incredible. So I just started experimenting with it, and literally actually nothing to do with my businesses or my services, but just personal things, because I live on a farm, showing short videos of my dogs interacting with the cows eating grass, drinking water out of a trough, various things like that. Thousands of people watched and saw that. So, and those actually, were seen by more people than some of my more serious videos that I did with Instagram Reels. So experiment with that if you haven't. I'm going to end by encouraging you again, if you're not doing video regularly, I encourage you. I'm here to help you if you need help. Put in the comments, send me a direct message. We'll get in touch one way or another, help you get started or help you go to that next level if you're looking to do that, because video is not the future. It's already here, but it's certainly it is also the future with regards to video is only going to grow. It is the most engaging content on all of the platforms. When you look at your analytics, if you and I encourage you to look at your analytics, but if you look at your analytics, you will see routinely that the content that has the most engagement, that gets the most reach, is most of the time video. So video is here to stay. It's only going to become more and more important. So I like what one of the guys that I follow on YouTube says, he's like, it's time to punch fear in the face and just hit record. I love that statement. It's true. I've noticed for myself as well. I used to sit and wait for maybe 15 minutes before I hit the live button. It still takes me 5 minutes sometimes, because now using StreamYard, I have the ability to, improve the way it looks. So it takes me a little bit longer just to get things ready to go. But, that being said, I still, it's a lot easier for me than it used to be to go live. I'm a lot more comfortable than I used to be. So I will remind you, I just pulled up the overlay again. I will remind you of a couple of links, and I promise this is where we'll end. Check out StreamYard. If you haven't, go get a free account. You can see down there in the bottom, strammel.info/StreamYard. Yes, these are affiliate links. They will not, by using them, it won't cost you any more money, but it will help me. If you end up going with some type of a paid plan for StreamYard, you start out with a free plan, and you can stay on the free plan forever. I call it a forever free plan. It's quite capable. You can go live 20 hours a month with the free plan. Has a lot of capabilities, but I've since graduated to a paid account, so I can go live for longer hours at a time, not actually used. I think you can now, with the paid plan, you can go live for 8 hours straight. I've not done that yet. I think the longest I've gone is maybe an hour and a half. With the paid plan, you can also, so this is being recorded to the cloud, and I can then download that and repurpose that. I can edit that. Cool thing about that is, let me mention one other thing. It just never ends, does it? And I'm sorry, but I hope you're getting some value in this. With StreamYard, in combination with the Atem Mini and with my video camera, I could literally have 3 copies of this live that I'm doing, and then edit it and repurpose it, use it in Instagram, use it on YouTube, use it on Facebook, use it on Twitter, Twitch. I can now, with the StreamYard recording, it's going to record the overlays that I have and all of those kind of things, which is cool when I'm going live. But if I wanted to edit some of this content without the overlays, then I could take the recording that I got from my video camera, the Sony ZV-1, and edit that. And I can also record out of my Atem Mini, and that will be the recording, with whatever's coming out of StreamYard as well. So that's it. Soundstripe up there. If maybe you're already doing video, but you want to add some sound, want to add some soundtracks, sound effects, various different things, either to your live streams or to your produced videos. Let's say, this in this day and age, you need copyright free music, because if you used a music from your favorite artist and put that on your video, Facebook, YouTube, all the major platforms are going to shut you down. Your live stream's going to stop, or your video, when you upload it, it's going to be, you're going to get a copyright strike. And at least on YouTube, you get 3 strikes and you're out, quote unquote. So that's not so good. But Soundstripe is the royalty-free music, royalty-free sound effect product that I use. I was using Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is great, but honestly, I like Soundstripe better because of the licensing. With Epidemic Sound, the way that worked is you could have one. You could license the music that you use on one account for each platform. So in other words, one Facebook, one YouTube, one whatever. And for some people, that's probably okay, but I manage and run and help produce content for over 12 Facebook groups and pages combined, as well as, 4 different YouTube channels, various different ones. So with Soundstripe, I don't have to worry about any of that. And not only that, I can use it commercially. If I produced a something that was going to show in a movie theater, and I've actually done that. I did a public service announcement for nonprofit, produced a video for that. It's playing. There's music in the background, and that's all taken care of. I don't have to worry about it. With Epidemic Sound, I would have to have a different plan to be able to do commercial production. So I love Soundstripe. So go to strammel.info/Soundstripe. When you go there, you'll notice that it gives you the ability to download for free 3 different songs of your choosing, the full song, and it doesn't have any digital watermarks on it or anything like that. So, and then I think you can use it for 15, maybe 30 days, maybe a month for free. And then at that point with Soundstripe, you do have to pick a plan or decide not to use it, because they don't have a free plan. None of the reputable royalty-free music services that I know of, there's Artlist, there's audio.com, there's Soundstripe, there's Epidemic Sound, there's a few others. None of those have a free plan that can be used. Most of them, the most you can do is use it for 30 days for free, and then you've got to decide to go with one of their services or not. Now, unfortunately, in one sense, Soundstripe was offering a 40% off. Actually, it's still going on, so for a short period of time, so definitely go check it out. Soundstripe's offering 40% off. So their first plan, unlimited downloads of music, $7 a month. That doesn't include sound effects, which you may not, that's like a door slamming, police siren. Imagine thousands, if not tens of thousands of sounds. If you don't really need that, then you can, $7 a month, and you've got all the music you could ever want or need. $14 a month, you can have the sound effects involved. And then for, I think in the 20-something dollars a month right now, you can get, they also just recently started having video. So in other words, royalty-free video. So you could literally put together a video strictly from already captured video. I saw a really interesting video by another creator where he was, talking to various different friends of his in the industry, and they were sharing their what they've done to improve their video studio. And he's like, well, one of the guys was unable to come online, and I've got to go get his SD card so that I can pull it in. And he basically then shows a royalty-free video of someone else, not him, but someone else scuba diving, right, or diving in the ocean, like they were going to go get a SD card that was at a drop site, which happened to be, in the water in that particular case. Anyway, point is, they have a lot of good options there for you. Go check it out. Go over there and at least get the free music. If for no other reason than you just have something you could use, even if it's just those 3, and you repurpose them. And then finally, I've got my Instagram handle up there. Go follow me on Instagram at Shane Trammell. Would love to have you over there. Also, would love to have you, I don't have it up here, but love to have you subscribe and turn on notifications to my YouTube channel. just search Shane Trammell on YouTube, or it's just youtube.com/Shane Trammell, just like you see it up there. For Instagram, same on Twitter. Facebook, it's Shane Trammell 1. But I'm ending, I promise. Let me know in the comments if you got something out of this. If it's something you do, give me a like there. Share this out. Let me know in the comments how I can help you. And that will be all for this video. We'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.